Alright, so I'm going to go over the map 4, second hardpoint. I think this series is probably already chalked for Faze just because LA Thieves hardpoint is so much better than Faze's, and they lost in S&D on that rewind, 6-4, so I think this map is pretty much guaranteed to go LA Thieves' way. I've seen them play a lot of Skyline this tournament, and they just look phenomenal on it. There are teams that can beat them on it, but I don't think Faze is going to pull that one out. It's going to be a 1-1 split. They're actually, I like these is going to try and go heavy through top mid, and then they're going to get that early kitchen control, and nobody's going to contest that. You see a lot of teams just kind of ignore kitch. That's where you see some solid deviation. LA Thieves immediately going to play through it. They might know Faze's tendencies, but now you have a player your grass, going to be Envoy. He's going to catch another one. And yeah, just giving up your early kitchen control now has allowed for a player, even though Faze do have 15 seconds early, you've now allowed a player behind you, and it makes it very difficult for you to do anything. LA Thieves should be able to collapse on this point, get a pretty clean 4-dead, and then hold spawns for new and get some time. So yeah, Hydra going to trade that from, once again, a kitchen fill, while their ARs, which is Ghosty and Scrap, they just kind of beam over everything front. Sim's gonna catch it though. You're gonna get 30 seconds off of P1, which is kind of nuts. So Draws is kind of stuck here until his teammates get some positions, and that's what I said. You get a pretty clean like 4-dead. I mean, not really, kind of clean. And yeah, Draws is kind of stuck here, and he doesn't get sniffed out. Even though you know he's not kitchen, you know he's not top hall. Like, why isn't he peeking you? He probably had to have already been there. And now they're not going to be ready for this kitchen OE because Hydra had filled it, and there must have been a weird timing that occurred. And now Faze are actually going to clean flip. Envoy not expecting that at all. Hydra even going to go down. Simp's going to get all those. I guess maybe Faze can beat him because, yeah, it's so weird that, like, on Saturday, like, players were not missing, and now that we're in grand finals, bro, these guys are missing. Like, rarely in ranked play do people miss as much as, like, Hydra just missed right there, and it's fucking Hydra, like. We know he's shooting straight. There's going to be a break in here. 100 Thieves doing a very good job of just cleaning house. Celium just got absolutely annihilated. I don't even know. Or I'm sorry, that wasn't Celium. That was Draza that just got absolutely annihilated. You get 4-shotted by an AR there? What happened? That's funny to look at. That didn't look right at all. Very close, I guess. He might have just shot underneath his ball sack there with, like, the last bullet. It looked good. But he dies to, I mean, I guess, standard. It's not a headshot multiplier thing. Alright, so they're going to fulfill the play for this old time. Scrap's fucked. Should be. I guess not. Oh, because Hydra won his gunny. Now Hydra's immediately going to drop, forget about Cell at old. Cell's going to just pop back up, get that time. You're going to have a flip here for grass. So Faze opting to play through old. Not being able to clean it out very efficiently at all. And then Hydra's immediately just going to drop down white, kill your player on new, and flip you out, bad cypher spawns. I mean, that went about as bad as it could for a last second break. And you only got 2 seconds out of it, not the full 12. So that would have been like a 20-point swing.
There, if you were Faze, you had mid control, you just couldn't get the last couple. The teamwork on point here for LA Thieves. They take the lead. They get the final 30 at the P2. They're able to break the early setup.
Scrap just holding top. He's comfortable. Now, so they're just gonna heavy break through front. Scrap's gonna be the last time in this long ass duel with Celium. He's gonna actually end up losing that, and that's clean 4-dead. Now you're the team spawning out. But Faze weren't getting time. I guess they are now. It should tie up the game, but Faze have good side here. LA Thieves even die early because they got the piano spawns. And now you really have to worry about Envoy, but I don't think Envoy's going to be able to make any solo hero play here. Now, the thing about this is that you break through when they don't have a solid setup on the other side, and you know they don't based off of how many engagements you've had in the last like fucking 5 seconds, kill feed, info, all that. It is generally best to just hit through kitchen, get them off ult, hit through kitchen, and then just spawn them out. You stack here, and if there's a guy ready for you, and there's a guy top, it's not ideal, but the guy top has to look away from top mid, and that's even if they have a guy in position at all up here. And so it's not the end of the world if it's kind of the worst case scenario. So just hit through it, see how it goes. You know, sometimes this guy top will just like kill all fucking 4 of you because it's just an impossible angle to deal with. But sometimes you'll get the kill on him, and then you'll get the kill on the guy in the back, and then they're going to spawn fucking Piano and Narnia. This time, though, Celium's obviously ready for it, and he's going to flank the fill, or the hit through, I guess. And so they're going to clean house. 3 are going to go down while Hydra's trading out Cell and Kitchen. And he shouldn't be able to get away with his life here, but now Hydra's going to get, if he killed Draza there, that would have been insane. But now you see where Cell spawns, all because Hydra got that kill on him in the back. So you need to insta-trade Hydra right there. And now Cell just shoots him in the back, actually, because he spawned bad. It actually works out, because he gets these 2 players right here. I don't know if he wallbanged him. I feel like you can't even see that. And now Cell's going to, or that's not Cell. Who am I talking about? Abizi. So Cell killed the guy's bottom from front. They didn't get shot in the back down there. But now you have a kind of a split spawn from Abizi, and Abizi's just going to drop back down, get back behind you again. And they're just going to keep hitting these routes. Abizi even holding his fucking trigger there. Oh, he was trying to grab him. And there's Cell gets a kill, and Cell gets 2. Faze looking very good at this map. What the fuck? Where did this come from? LA Thieves look so terrifying on this map. But I feel like that's just how it goes sometimes. You just have momentum, and you just don't lose it. I guess it's just about how locked you in, or how locked in you are, not locked you in. Looking crazy, and Draws is going insane now. So yeah, Scrap's gonna get the trade. There's gonna be 2 white, but you have a player behind him on white. It's gonna be Cell. Cell is not quite ready for that guy to already be hit through though, so Abizi should get collapsed on. And yeah, he almost actually gets a miracle. And then, oh my god, Draza gets low-key shit on. But not too bad. I mean, I think he was trying to prone to get out of the line of sight of the top staircase there. So it was a team shot thing. Scrap and Ghosty going to die off their power position. You see a lot of that, where Scrap and Ghosty just are on top, like, top hall duty here. And the Envoy and Hydra just kind of hit routes. Celium pre-called dead, I think, right there. Happens a lot in this game, I feel like. Where it's like I've always stopped shooting a lot, but this game is something else. Hydra goes down. Going through front, we're watching Envoy wait. The reason why Envoy's waiting is because if he runs out there and he dies, then the Faze players don't have to look at that anymore. So he needs to wait until something happens over on the other side of the map, I believe. And then as soon as kind of things start going down, that's when he peaks. He even gets one, but he's traded, but then the trades are actually able to go back in LAT's favor, and they get that break. Envoy just doing Envoy things. Just going to sit here for who knows how long. His teammate arrives, and now he's like, okay, I'll push, and then he actually gets a free kill on Abizi because Simp is flying too passive of an angle to protect Abizi there. So it's almost like a timing thing. But then Hydra's in position to trade, and so is Ghosty. So Simp is in a really bad spot there. Faze just needed an extra kill somewhere. They couldn't get it. Scrap's going to slow peek. The only guy in the league that can just slow peek something and get away with it. I don't know why. 2, yeah. BZ like pulls out, gets one. He's ready for the drop down though, not the reach out. LA Thieves once again heavy front. Bunch of weird stuff going on there. Get some weird timing. Josh just kind of wants to be prepared, and he's actually going to get a kill on Envoy who had a bottom route. So investing a good amount of resources or time into that bottom route there for it not to pay off is pretty rough. Envoy's going to jump off the map. Okay, so having a rough couple lives out of that kid. Looks like all of LAT are just going to fill through top. All 3 of them are up there. And Envoy's kind of got to wait up front here. He actually finds a timing, and he gets a BZ. He's going to get traded. And now Sim's going to get 2. Yeah. And Ghosty gets a good timing, though, there, and he's going to end up slipping. Scrap's going to be fully prepared for that chow. You can even pre-fire it because there's shadows there. Haha, not a great map. I just want to say, whoever decided to put shadows in Call of Duty, like, fuck you. Shadows and a bright-ass sun. So Faze are going to break through. They're going to hold. They're actually going to clean up the second guy on time, and so LAT are still going to spawn high, and they're all going to race back to play this. They're even going to leave time white. And now, yeah, it's not good. Could be going better. Yeah, he can't. Draws can't stay up. He could have had 2 pretty easy there, but it doesn't work out. Ghosty not really ready for that challenge. He was just at the end of his reload. He spots Hydra underneath him, and Hydra actually goes down 4 bullets. Oh my gosh, the 4-bullet cheese. And Faze actually break off that. And now Simp just throwing these shouldies. Throwing one more, sees only 1. Envoy gonna actually get 2. Ghosty with the streak, but they're gonna have a break in the back here. So that's 15 is theirs. That's a big time there. Ghosty can't quite pull that off. 12 and 20. Rough match. BZ's also having a rough series, I think. So with a good trade, draws on time now. Not going to throw his life. They're going to find all 4. They're going to need to fill time though. No flip here. Still on bad side for LAT. BZ just gets fucking caught in the weirdest way possible. You can tell he's lost full. Draw's just going to mid-sprint somebody in grand finals after a BZ just got absolutely joked. Dude, I swear the pubs in this game have to be fake. Like, there's no way this is real. I wonder if there was true LAN on COD, how different it would actually play. Instead of them all connecting to a server from the same fucking, like, from Ethernets. There's an actual LAN. Yeah, a little panic melee, yeah. They still have front control here. Envoy just trying, but yeah. Hydra's going to hit his underground route. You see the route man really struggling. Actually, Envoy is kind of the main route man. He's not, but they're all going to get caught. Nobody on time. Faze just focused on making sure they hold those spawns. It's better to give up a couple seconds of time and clean up that guy in the back than sit on time and think, oh, shit, they're behind me. Guys, I need help. No, get off that fucking hill and jump at that asshole. You do not, before your teammates respawn, hopefully. That's why one of the reasons in ranked play is, like, nobody can hold a fucking P2 because nobody, like, the guy on time just won't leave time. Like, you take it where you can get it. Generally, you can't just sit on it. There's too much to watch for 3 players to watch. I was going to hit outer. He should know that there's a guy up top here. He assumes he isn't prone close. Draw's going to be able to take grass here. The simp front actually needs to make noise, yeah, because they're gonna read the pinch if you take too long. So it's like the opposite situation that Envoy was in, where he was waiting for his teammates to make some noise on one side of the map to push. In that situation, you got to make noise on the other side of the map so that your teammate actually like doesn't easily get spotted. It's gonna come down to this, and it's a 2v1. Simp's gonna just break. They're just gonna standard break through the left side of time here. So you have one guy hold outer. You have one guy inside, and then you just flood left. They're actually double preeming outer here. Yeah. I think I accidentally clicked slightly ahead. But yeah, it's going LAT's way. They need 19. But then they lose their mid control. And then 6 should kill 1, but 2's already gotten through. 8's not going to be in a great position to help. Envoy, I think, taking space here is ambitious. Yeah, and he doesn't get one. He needed to get one. Now you have this mid pinch coming, but Faze have already basically banged through and cleared. Yeah, you lose your last player on time, and then so now it's you have one guy mid who has to, you know, peek bar heady, and then you have 2 guys watching this outer hit. Yeah, so Ghosty, instead of swinging outer, I think that like his only decent option was just to go on the inside here and just try and swing back. Assume that they're holding the shit out of outer because they already have control on this main pillar here. They just got to kill there. I mean, it's not like a mistake, but it's just kind of that's definitely a retrospect thing. But I think there actually is a chance that they break that if you can just utilize the space that you've already gained and then not have to chow outside where they're just going to be double preeming that shit. Like, somebody has to hold outer at all times. But it was a heck of a game. I'm surprised FaZe won it, honestly. I didn't think that they were taking Skyline HP off of LAT, but I guess it happened. So, yeah, we'll see if LA Thieves win both the S&Ds, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. Some weird shit going down. I'll see you on the next map.